Listen, I think Sanchez batting 8th is not only better for him, because normally when you put these guys down in the lineup, I might be overthinking this just a little bit, but you see better pitches. You do. Because normally
because you don't want to see the top of the order coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. Because when you see the top of the order, when you see guys of the likes, and this is what I think would happen, maybe Hicks would be leading off, and then, I don't know, McCutchen, Judge, Stanton, Gregorius, like, those guys scare you. Those guys have been there before. Hicks had a good postseason last year. A very underratedly good postseason last year.
Yeah.
McCutchen has been in these wild card games before, and he said they were fun.
He's never
They're
won one
fun.
yet, but he says they're fun. Eric's about to have an aneurysm over here.
No, they're not fun. But then again, there's no pressure in Pittsburgh at all. But oh my God!
I was rooting for Pittsburgh in every one of those. I think they went to 3 straight wild card games and lost all 3, which is amazing.
I am not going to pick this game only because I'm so superstitious, and when I pick the Yankees to win, they lose. So I'm not. I'm not going to pick. So let me just say.
I was going to ask you right now, as you probably see, I have a postseason bracket.
No,
I was just going to pick, because you're covering it. I was just going to ask you guys to pick who is your World Series teams. Not who's going to win it all, just who do you have from the AL, who do you have from the NL at this point?
I have a certain team from New York and the Dodgers.
I actually have the same thing. That's funny.
We're about the same, but I got Boston and Dodgers.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's awful.
Get out of here. Where's my
You know who has more postseason RBIs than Mookie Betts? Andy Pettit. He's got 1. Betts has none, by the way. That's a fun little stat that I found, and it made me laugh. I love Andy Pettit.
This is what I think to you with the Red Sox.
See ya!
Get out of here.
Nice. Very ironic to have the voice of the Yankees saying that. Nice.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I need him to back me up. Thank you, Mike. Okay.
I'm also picking Boston as well as Milwaukee.
This is what you get when you have 2 Met fans and 2 Yankee fans in the room, guys.
I like that. Boston, Milwaukee. That
would be fun. No, that would be fun.
Look, because we're doing the radio, I had this appreciation of what these teams are doing now, but I still hate the Red Sox. But I can appreciate what they were doing. But do you understand how much pressure is on this team right now?
The Red Sox?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know what I thought was hilarious last year?
The Red Sox?
Well, yes. But what happened after that game, they interviewed Mookie Betts, as you said, has 0 RBIs in the postseason? Last season, they lost the ALDS 3-1 to the Astros. The year before that, 2016, what did they do in the ALDS?
I don't remember 2016.
They got swept by the Indians.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, thinking of that, they got swept, and then they went 3-1. So, right now, they are 1-6 in ALDS the last 2 seasons, pretty much with the same young nucleus, other than JD Martinez.
I don't care.
But listen to what I said. This is the funny part. I'm listening to the post-game interviews of Mookie Betts, and he goes, man, yeah, it's tough that we got to go home, but we did better than last year. I was like, wait. I'm like, am I the only one that remembers the fact that they only got swept last year and they won one? Does he really mean because they won 1 game this year, they're that much closer? So this year, apparently in this ALDS, they're going to lose 2 games. They're going to win 2, but they're going to lose in 5. And then they're going to say that we still got better. That's apparently what, in Mookie Betts' head, that is the goal right now.
I mean, that's an upgrade for sure.
I thought that was hilarious. That everybody kind of walked over it, and I was like, wait a second. He said that they did better this year than last year, but all they did was get 1 more win in the postseason. So I thought that was kind of funny. But next up I want to get into is, so we got... Wait, Sam, who did you say?
I said the Red Sox and Milwaukee.
I like Milwaukee, too.
I do like Milwaukee.
I think it's going to be Milwaukee and the Dodgers in the NLDS, and they're going to go Game 7. So that's why I picked the Dodgers, because as I told you before, I'm a Dodger first NL fan.
Me too.
And then Brewers is kind of like, I like the Brewers. I like cheering for them. So
you know what's
weird
for me? I'm Dodgers Giants.
Yeah,
I like both of them. I actually
that's like being a Yankees Red Sox fan.
No, because it doesn't matter to me because I don't have a National League team.
That's true.
I like the Dodgers a lot because family, and I keep up with them, so I can actually have conversations with them. But I'm like, so how about the San Francisco Giants? I'm like, shut up. By the way, is Pence retiring?
I think he should.
No, because he went on this whole speech about how he appreciates everybody, and it's like Beltran's doing the same thing. Beltran, I think, might retire, but is Pence going to retire?
I mean, he keeps getting hurt with the same hamstring injuries. I feel like he really It wouldn't be like said, we couldn't see this coming. He really hasn't been productive, and when he is on, or I should say, he hasn't been productive on the field, and he hasn't been on the field very much because of the fact of the injury. So I could see him retiring. Now that you bring that up, I did not hear that interview or anything that he came out with, so I couldn't say that that's
no. He was talking on the field. He's like, there are these new
after the season or something like that.
After the game against the Dodgers.
Okay.
And he was like, we got,
15-0.
And he goes, we have these new up-and-coming young players, the future of San Francisco Giants baseball. He talks about Derek Rodriguez, who looks just like Pudge. It's awesome. It's like it
I picked him up on my fantasy team.
He's a great young pitcher. He's gonna be good. He reminds me of Tim Lincecum.
A little bit. That's a little scary sometimes.
Only from the back. That's it.
Yeah, definitely.
Only the hair. But look, I think the Giants are going to be in trouble only due to the fact they really,
they have to hit the reset button. They tried to
Crawford's getting older.
Yeah.
Pence is probably going to retire. Brandon Belt is. I'm not. I think he's
a nice player. He's not.
He's still in his late 20s, I think, right?
But he hasn't hit in that stride where you say, okay, he is the first baseman of our future.
Yeah.
He's never going to be that. He's a nice piece, but you need another center
Joe
fielder.
Panic's still there, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Joe
Panic's He's the only young guy that they really got.
And he looks exactly like Buster Posey.
Yeah, Buster Posey too. He's on his way out. I'm sure.
Yeah, he's up to his mid-30s now, so he's going to be. They've already tried to transition him out of catching, and it shows that when they transition him out of catching, he does not play as well at bat. So his power numbers came back this year, which is good, but still not great. But you're listening to WHPC Sports Talk on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. Your host Kyle MAckay here with you, with Eric Fischetti. I don't know why he's smiling at me like that. Sam Eisenberg looking at his phone. Matt Charkwick in the game right now. He's the only one that's in it. We're here and we're going to talk about.
Don't you single the top football pickers out?
Sorry. I'm only 5 games back. I'm coming for you guys. I got a long season.
I don't care. I'm leading the division right now.
Yeah, that's going to change.
They're going to fight after we go off air.
Yeah, probably.
And you would lose. I'll break your other knee.
That's funny. Last thing I want to talk about is the already manager merry-go-round. That's kind of the tickets are open for the merry-go-round to start getting new managers in baseball. If you haven't heard, Mike Scioscia stepping down. Bannister of the Texas Rangers not welcome back.
John Gibbons.
John Gibbons isn't coming back either?
He's not coming back.
I did not. Oh, I forgot. That one was a while ago. That's why.
Buck
These ones all
Showalter.
I'm getting to it. Buck Showalter. And today, breaking news came out with Paul Molitor of the Twins not being brought back this year.
Did that shock you?
That did a little bit.
The only reason why I say that it shocked me is because no one else in that division is really competing except for the Indians.
Yeah. I mean, you don't see anybody else's manager. I know the White Sox just got a new manager with Renteria. The Indians, of course, have Francona, and they're still a good team going to the playoffs. Who are the other managers in that division?
Ned Yost.
Ned Yost of the Royals. The Tigers have, I always forget his name. He used to be the Twins.
Gardenhire.
Yeah. Gardenhire. Yeah, that's
Ron Gardenhire.
Yeah, I always forget because it's spelled weird. That's what throws me off. It's like not spelled the way it should be. But yeah, they're all kind of reset with their managers. I don't know how long Ned Yost lasts, but he also is on board with their whole rebuild. So I feel like he gets the picture and knows that
his time might be running out.
Well, no, he knows where he is. He knows he's in Kansas City, a small market team. So he kind of expects the fact that he's going to have to rebuild, hopefully win in a small window, and then rebuild again. Now, it's how many times does he want to do that before he says, okay, I'm tired of this. I want to go to Yankee team. This way I don't have to rebuild anything. I can just keep winning. But yeah, so did any of these kind of surprise you? I almost could have put it with the football stuff and started with this, but did any of these surprise you? I know Mike Scioscia, probably Hall of Fame manager. Molitor just won the AL Manager of the Year last year, getting him into the wild card game.
I think Molitor shocked me the most, only due to the fact...
Yeah, me too. I was shocked when I heard that.
Only due to the fact, just like you said, they were one of the worst teams in the league not too long ago.
Yeah,
and they
started to rebuild. And then this year they took a major step backwards, only winning, I think, 77, 78 games.
They were very disappointing this year.
But it's one of those things that you were putting a lot of stock into Sano, who came in overweight, Byron Buxton, who could not get out of his own way injury-wise. I think he twisted or sprained an ankle, was on the DL. Getting back, he ended up hitting a ball off his big toe and breaking his big toe.
Nice.
Coming back again, he then ended up tweaking his oblique. So every time he was about to get back, he just did something else. It was always a freak injury.
He's like Greg Bird.
No, but this is the first year he's done that. The last couple years, last year he got sent down, came up, lit the world on fire. Everybody thought, okay, this is the Byron Buxton everybody's been waiting for.
And you know what's funny? When Byron Buxton is on his game, when he's 100% healthy, he could be one of the most
dynamic player.
Not even that, he's one of the most underrated outfielders in the game.
Oh,
we
definitely.
saw it.
Yeah.
Because we don't see the Twins on national TV.
Never.
The only time we saw him on national TV was when they were playing the Yankees in the wild card. And he basically robbed maybe a double off of Todd Frazier, and he crashed into the wall.
Yeah.
That was an outstanding catch.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I'm saying that now is because the Yankees won.
If it was outstanding catch and they lost, you'd be like,
that was awful.
We don't even remember that catch, unless you're in Minnesota.
I remember who Byron Buxton is.
Showalter leaving the Orioles, not really surprising.
No, they were so bad.
Nah.
They need to change the scenery.
But it wasn't even the fact that I don't even blame him so much. I blame the front office of the Orioles because, first of all, you signed Chris Davis to an outrageous contract where they're not even.
And he's still there for under the Mendoza line.
Yeah, and first of all, he's got like a 6 or 7 year contract. This is now I think the 30th. They got him for like another 4 years. But not only that, he gets paid kind of like Bobby Bonilla or whatever his name is. Bonilla from the Mets?
Yeah, Bobby Bonilla.
Bobby Bonilla, that's it. Getting paid after he's gone. That's how Chris Davis is going to... He's got a couple of years after he's gone to get paid more, which is amazing. So, for that, I say Showalter really wasn't given any kind of a future because they knew Machado was leaving.
So you think he got a raw deal?
I think he wanted to get out, and I think that they came to him and they said, do you want to leave? And he said, yeah, this team isn't going anywhere in the next couple of years, and I don't have many years left in me. If I'm going to manage, he wants to manage a good team or a team up and coming. I could almost say like the Angels in Mike Scioscia.
Wow.
Which, if they ever get healthy, the Angels are a dangerous team.
What about Paul Molitor for the Angels?
Well, I heard with Molitor that they actually expect him to take a front office role.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, and they expect him to take it.
Okay. Okay, well, that takes one off the market.
That sounds like a handcuff.
What about Joe Girardi?
I heard Joe Girardi, also Mark DeRosa. I don't know if you watch MLB Central in the mornings on MLB Network. They're saying maybe if not this year, the next 2 or 3 years, whoever gets fired, that he could definitely be a front runner, just because he's a player's guy. And they're also saying that a lot of the new managers, you've noticed this, 35, 40 years old. They're going into the manager role because they understand the analytics part. They understand the old school baseball, but they mostly will listen to the analytics. And just to get that managerial job, because there's only 30 of them, they will take it. They do not care. They will take that job in a heartbeat and listen to whatever they want them to do.
And it's a different style of baseball, too. It's just a different way how to reach your players. That's exactly why Boone is the Yankee manager and not Girardi.
Yeah.
Because, I especially with Girardi leaving the Yankees, which is funny because they were one win away from going to the World Series. But
I think they would have won the World Series had they gone, too.
Maybe. I don't know if they would have. Imagine that. The two rookie sensations, Aaron Judge and Cody Bellinger, going head-to-head in the World Series. That would have been cool. But,
Sounds like you worked at Fox last year. Like they had that set in case the Yankees won.
I mean, maybe one day. But, look, I don't know if they would have won, but I think the Yankees would have been very, very competitive in that World Series. It's funny because I don't know. It's just so hard because I think Joe Girardi will be that kind of manager, and I say that in air quotes, that will be a hot commodity. And if Paul Molitor's out on the market, I think that he will be too. But
I do like Joe Girardi, and I thought he was going to St. Louis when St. Louis fired Matheny, but they extended.
I forgot his name.
I forget the name of him, but they gave him an extension.
Yeah, they gave him a 3-year extension after the season, so that's pretty good for him. But like I said, there's four or five jobs open now. Toronto also, I forgot about that one to add it on. So there's a bunch of jobs open, and I have to say, probably of the 5 or 6 that will be open, you never know how the Mets end up doing when they get their GM. You never know about the Nationals.
Yeah.
A couple other teams. There could be almost 10 jobs open, and that would open the door for a lot of young new managers, but also some of the older ones would also still come in, like Joe Girardi. That would give him a very good opening, and he would probably go to all of them and pick which one he wanted.
Maybe.
He would be that type of person. He would want at least a 5-year deal and then pick one. I
got a funny feeling that the Angels are going to take a very long, hard look at him.
Yeah, I do too. But that is it for us here at WHPC Sports Talk. Kyle MAckay, Eric Fischetti, Sam Eisenberg, Matt Charkowick on 90.3 WHPC. It was great to be here. I am excited to go watch playoff baseball for the next week. We will be back here next week at 5 o'clock. Stay tuned for Happy Hour. on here on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.